to hip switch and maneuver your hips. So there are going to be times where, there are going to be times where we wind up having to readjust ourselves to face our opponent. What we want to do is we always want to keep our opponent in front of us. We don't ever want this to become reality, right? They throw the legs to the side, this becomes reality, and then we have to have this post on the outside. We have to have some way to get turned back in. What we don't want to do is, as this becomes reality and we expose the dark side, which is the back side here, we put a foot down and then we start trying to shrimp out, which is our traditional pattern of movement. What happened to my whole guard structure? Got long. Now I opened everything up. I can't afford to do that. In guard retention situations, I can't afford to let my legs get extended or to put a foot down, because whichever side I put a foot down on, that's the open side and they're going to attack that. Consequently, guard passers that kill go to like a kill position and they drop their butt way, way, way down. Look what starts to happen to my guard. It brings my feet down parallel to the ground. Right now it becomes really, really difficult for me to deal with this situation. So I need to keep dominance over this high area. I don't want to let my foot get stuck inside for retention purposes, and if I do, I need to be able to get it back outside. So I want to keep dominance over this area right inside of here. I don't want the legs on the outside. I want to stay right in this square, right in his belly here. So the question becomes, what happens if we get put into a little bit like a quick compromise position where our legs wind up either outside both ways, either side, okay? We have to use our elbows. So when we start getting our elbows up here like this, it limits our ability to move. But what's something really interesting happens once we put our elbows down on the mat, I can start shifting my hips, okay? So now the drill becomes for us, partner's gonna stand flat-footed with neutral grip on the shin, elbows go down the mat, okay? We're gonna adjust to this side. We're gonna adjust to this side, adjust to this side, adjust to this side, and keep adjusting. You can use the foot on the hand or on the bicep if you want, just don't expect it to always be there. May not be there. He may not even have grips. He may have just been in a situation like this, and he's kind of just floating and touching. Boom, and I gotta turn this way. Boom, I gotta turn this way. Boom, boom, boom. So, I'm here, okay? They're gonna cut an angle, but we're gonna start with cutting an angle to the backside. We just got he got shifty with us. We did not expect to be in this situation, all right? And I find myself stuck here. Got one elbow down, and I got one elbow checking the hip, okay? From this position, as he pushes in, my partner's gonna kind of push in here. I'm pushing off the hip, and I'm gonna shift back inside. He's gonna swing all the way back around. Boom, come out a little farther. I'm gonna check the hip, left elbow is on the mat. He's in a pre-leg drag position, okay? It's important for you guys, everybody come on this side so you can see. Dangerous, dangerous position, pre-leg drag position. Now remember, we have to be looking for this hand to transition up here to the knee. If this happens, we gotta remove that. We were just talking about that in the first class, the importance of defeating this knee grip. So while this arm is down right here and I'm checking this hip, I have to be watching this hand, because if it shifts up there to the knee, I'm gonna bring it back off and then I'm gonna work inside. He's got two choices. He can either stay in this position and try to kind of work around the head, giving me some space, and some guys try to. They want to drive your legs all the way over, right? There's two choices here. If he comes across, cuts that angle, and I've checked this hip, or the bicep, tricep, wherever I may be, maybe on the thigh, he's got two choices. He can either try to drive it over, or he can transition to a leg drag. Whichever way he goes, if he goes to leg drag, that hand's got to come off the knee now. Not tomorrow, now. Okay, I can't let him have that. I also can't let him have this grip with that hand. So if he goes to the knee, and he gets here, now all he's got to do is bring this hand to the knee, and now I'm in some serious trouble. So I have to defend my collar and have to defend my knee line. So as I've gotten turned to this side and he starts to push down into me, I have to check the hip. I'm putting the elbow on the mat. Foot's going to come back inside, and I'm going to get back to square. So he comes back and goes to the opposite direction. Boom. I'm blocking this side. Elbow is down. I'm looking for any transition up here to my knee. I didn't get it. He's still down on the leg. Boom. Foot's coming on the inside, and I'm back. Okay. So for right now, don't worry about catching the knee line. All right. So we're square. He catches us slipping. Boom. I'm here. I'm looking to defend my knee in case of a knee drag. I'm looking to defend the lower collar. Now elbow comes out, foot comes around, and block and bring my knee back inside.